Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Uh, as I've been telling you about this Elliott Wave Theory, sometimes you find that all you actually need is to understand how to count these waves, just like I've always said. Count the waves, learn how to count the waves, and then the sky is your limit. Sometimes you may end up, if you catch an exhausted trend, the strategy helps you to stay out of it. It actually helps you to stay out of it because you may be catching huge peaks like you will see in the next screen. I'll be showing you some very successful trades, but at a point the trades will just turn around because the trend is already exhausted from the higher time frame and you are still following it on the lower time frame without taking that into consideration. So you must take the whatever is happening on the higher time frame into consideration, and then it will help you to form a decision and you can stay on the safe side of the market. Because if I had not locked in some profits, I would completely be in red and even taken out of the trades. But because I was testing out the strategy and I quickly locked in profits, that's what I'm saying. As you're learning this strategy, whatever profits you are making, lock it in by moving your stop loss into profit. That is the only way you save your account, okay? Because structure must be fulfilled. If you understand Elliott Wave Theory, this retracement you have been seeing will not shock you. It will only tell you that it is part of a process. This is gold. Gold is actually on its way up. So I found the bottom yesterday, something like the beginning of the trend, and I joined, and the trade is already in profit. And then the first cycle on the 1 minute or is it 5 minute time frame was completed. There is need for an ABC. Now this is the ABC pattern you are seeing forming like this. That's the ABC pattern you are seeing forming like this. Okay, if it does not finish forming, price will not go back in the direction of the uptrend. So if this some of the profit is already locked in, you can see where I placed. This was my entry here, and look at where I have locked in the profit to. And I'm considering that this move should not pass this level. Even if it attempts to pass this level, then I'll be taking out in profit. I've at least locked in some of my profit because I want to try and ride a longer trend, and that is why I'm trying out this strategy like this. So I believe wave 5 of within the C wave is forming already. Let us see where the end will be. Okay, look at it. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If 5 is done, then we should be trying to form ABC so that we can go back up and continue in the direction of the main trend, which is bullish. So I'm just going to allow price to do its thing. Many people won't tell you this in the world of forex. Actually, I have spent over 5 years chasing price around. If I were to sign up for a degree in forex, I should have been given a certificate, but maybe without giving me some important detail. So along the way, I had to turn into a mathematician of my own, a manipulative one at that. When I take a strategy, I will dissect it in and out and see how it works for me. And the same thing I'm doing with this strategy, but I'm not hiding it from my fellow viewers because I know everyone needs another means of survival, a stream B or C income. Wherever you are in the world, you still need to have an extra source of income, and that's why I'm bringing this my trading journal to you, to YouTube, to share my insights with you. and what I'm doing with my trades. And please, this all the videos I'm posting are for educational purposes only. Please take note of this. Them none of them is a financial advice, uh, because I'm not licensed to be a financial advisor, but it is for educational purposes only. You can take it and use it, develop your own strategy. Okay, develop your own strategy. uh, or if what I'm doing here actually resonates with you, then take it and use it. And that's why you are on the channel. You are part of my bigger family on online. So we shall be moving towards profitability together by God's grace. So this is it. You will be seeing how I was deeply in the profits. Although locked in, like you are seeing this one now, it's also locked in. Already suspected I was at the end of a larger trend, but because I'm seeing it for the first time, I wanted to test it hands-on. So I got in some trades, and that's exactly what traders experience. After they open trades, then they just go and be rolling in euphoria of their wins, not knowing that it's not a mature trend. The next thing they see, the trade turns back and heads south. And the next thing you see, everything is done and dusted, and maybe leads to them blowing their accounts. So it's always important, just get a pair that works for you and keep working on it, and the sky will only be the beginning of your success, inshallah. Here it is. The account keeps growing. This is a trial FTMO account, because we are trying to really use this strategy because it's God's given. We want to apply it to see how we will fare with it in the market, and so we shall continue applying it to see if it will keep passing this FTMO trial account, and then we can attempt to go real. Let me show you my small real account that I'll be using to test out this strategy. You can see the trade is still open in it and it's still gold we are trading. So we're just going to keep everything. And then risk management, please don't forget, no matter what you're doing, try to practice good risk management system so that you don't end up giving back whatever you earned from the market. So these are our accounts. We keep doing what we keep doing, and we keep bringing you everything the way it is. It is only people who are interested that will definitely learn what we are teaching. So if you are interested in learning more, you can drop it at the comment section. Whatever part you do not understand, you engage us in the comment section. Ask any question concerning this strategy. And if you'd want me to go through even the basics right from the beginning, like trying to tell you how uh, the what you need to understand what Elliott Wave Theory is, and where you need to start from in trying to apply it. If you want to see such a video, you can say I am interested in the comment section, and then based on the number of people indicating interest, we shall try to do a content in that direction. But it's really a lot. It's really a lot. You need to put in the work and then learn this strategy. Uh, and I assure you, you will be just as amazed as I am in the market. It doesn't have to be that you must stay and too long in the market. It could be that it's even your first week. Once you understand the videos, just hop onto any MetaTrader 4. Try to use the demo account. I give yourself like 6 months. Since it's a journey into wealth, you don't need to rush it. Just understand the process and then keep doing it, and then keep repeating the same thing. And once you get a pair working for you, stick with it. You don't have to go trading every pair in the market, because that is the way you lose some of your profits. And the interesting thing about this strategy is that it even tells you when to hold on. If you understand it very well, then you find that it's not every time you have a setup, and sometimes you actually would wait to see a wave uh, comes to an area of interest before you take your trade. My baby is crying. I will go to him and then I will be back. As I was saying, there is need for us to understand how this Elliott Wave Theory works, and everyone counts the patterns their own way, even though there is a guide. But as you know, different people see different things. I want you all to try and understand what this strategy is about, because you can see how clean this chart is. No indicators, nothing. That is how you trade using the Elliott Wave Theory. You don't need any indicator. All you need is your pure price action on your screen, and then for you to see the chart, the patterns properly, and start counting from them. I wanted to use this time to explain how you can do multi-time frame analysis, as I promised in the other part of the video, but I do not think if that is possible right now. I would have to do another video for it. I just want to use this time to draw our attention more to this strategy called the Elliott Wave strategy. This Elliott Wave has been lying around for all the time that I have been in the market, but other things have been taking my attention until I acquired the Gantt strategy, and I was looking for something to support that strategy and give me some level of control whenever I execute trades. So I don't know, was it a kind of revelation that happened to me? I just saw Elliott Wave and I just delved into it, and I have no regrets since then. And because I have been looking at charts in the naked manner for long, immediately I started using this strategy, I could see the patterns clearly. At least using my own method, I could easily see the patterns, and I could easily try to decipher where I am within a particular time frame. And the thing I want you all to understand with this strategy is that within waves there are waves. That you have a major wave and you have a minor wave or sub-waves within that. If you're looking at this move here, look at this move in Bitcoin, for example. This move from this low to this low. This is 4-hour time frame. If you drop to 1 hour, you will see the waves will appear in this move. Okay? Let us mark it and try to drop to the 1 hour to see what we'll have there. Where is it? Here. Look at this. This is it. Okay? Like this. Then let's drop to 1 hour and see what this region will give us. Look at what we are having now. Can you see that same region that appeared to be smooth? Okay? On the 4-hour time frame, here you are now. It's looking with more activity. And here it is. You see? You move a bit, there is a retracement. You move, there is retracement. What the Elliott Wave strategy is saying is that you should know how to count these waves. But before you do that, you need to understand the overall picture where you are first. And that's why we've been checking websites like macrotrends.net to see each compare what it has been doing over long periods of time, because that's still what is happening right now. If you see a structure and that structure has been going on for 50 years, you are still within that structure today. You just have to find which part of that structure you are and keep trading according to what you saw on that higher time frame. For example, dollar has been in wave 4, and I think at this point we better go to the trading view and try to see what dollar has been doing. Look at dollar. I just use this GAN fan to understand better what is happening. Like I told you, I really have so many strategies, but I choose the simplest ones and use them because we are not here to complicate matters. We're here to make money. But I have so many strategies. But coming on trading view, we can see this is a 3-month chart of USD JPY. USD being the base currency, and we're looking for information concerning the dollar, and that's why this has actually been one of our favorite pairs, and we would like to track it all the time to see what it is doing. Now, having said that, we can see that I placed a GAN fan. Ignore this colorful fan you are seeing, just focus on the price. Let's try to count the pattern we can see here. Okay? Or let me even take away this, and then we can use, let's try to use that Elliott ABCD. Is it Elliott impulse 1 to 5? Here it is. Let us try to, is this the beginning of the wave? Okay, let's see if this is 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see we are in wave 4 actually. Okay, we are actually in wave 4 according to my own strategy, how I see it actually. Look at it. This is 1. This is 1, 2, 3, and 4. The 4 is choppy. Okay, the 4 is choppy, and that means if you are caught up in wave 4 and on a higher time frame such as the 3 months, I told you this choppiness is evident even if you change the time frame to 6 months, for example. Look at that choppiness is still there, and what we marked is actually the main structure. It's still obvious here. Look at it. Let's try this 12-month chart and see. Okay, look at that wave 4. Wave 4 is just showing a single red candle here. After the long move as the wave 3, then that choppiness continued. We don't have a wave 5 yet. We are still waiting for wave 5 to happen after that choppiness. So let's just drop to a lower time frame, such as the 3-month chart. Learn how to count the patterns. That's what you need to do. The first thing you need to do is to learn how to identify the patterns in the market. I dropped to 1-month chart. You can see the patterns are still obvious. They are still there. The patterns are still there. So we are in wave 4, and we can see the ups and the downs. And I believe after this sideways move, we may see a fast move to the upside. Okay, we may actually see a fast move to the outside in form of breakout, and we are waiting for that to happen. So there is something I want to tell you concerning each move you see, how you gauge when a move is coming to an end, and if it is not coming to an end, maybe the move is just starting, how you comfortably try to remain within that move no matter the counter moves you see. No shaking, don't shake. Just continue to protect your trade by moving your stop loss into profit and keep catching more pips. This strategy has taught me something, that it's not every day you even find a setup. Once you are able to know that you are in either wave 2 or wave 4, then you don't have to execute any trade, because you know these are corrective waves. Wave 2 is corrective, wave 4 is corrective, and each of them has their own characteristics. That may be another video on its own, where I discuss a little bit about the characteristics of the wave 2 and the wave 4, because these are the technicalities of the strategy that you need to bear at the back of your mind in order to continue being profitable. But you can all see I already uploaded a video where I continued making huge pips in the market using this naked chart and also using my Elliott Wave Theory strategy. So that's the kind of money I want to see you make in this market. So do not go anywhere. Keep watching, keep trying to practice. Watch the videos over and over. Practice whatever you see us do in the videos. That's why I'm keeping it simple by using the charts as you know them. Not for me to go and bring that my very huge trading system in form of computer. I just bring it and come and confuse you more. I want you, whenever you go and settle down, to revisit everything you've seen here. I want you to see it just the way you've seen it when I showed it to you. I think that's a better way of learning due to psychology. And I always say, even in this market, you need that psychology under control. You need to be in control of your psychology in order to be able to make it. And that's why you need this Elliott Wave, because it also helps with your psychology actually. You need to know where you are so you know whether to run out or to stay in. So since we're in wave 4, this choppiness will be coming tighter and tighter until you have a breakout. But supposing now you join the market, I want to show you something concerning gold. For example, let's go back to MetaTrader 4. Let's try to look at gold, for example. Let's see gold. You can see we also have a trade open on the dollar JPY, but because it's still caught up in wave 4, I do not advise you to trade wave 4. Please try your best to stay out of wave 4 until you find a reason to join the trade again. So, for example, gold has been trending upwards, and we've counted its waves over and over and over again. That does not mean we should not count it again. Whenever we come on the market, we can see from here, what we can see from here, this is the only thing we can see actually. Okay, we can see 1. This is the first wave. We can see 1, 2. Okay, and if you actually ask me, this is 3. Okay, let me see. 1, 1, 2, 3. The whole of this move should be 3. But some other people will definitely count this as 3, 4, and then we have the 5th wave. I've seen an analysis like that, but according to my own way of counting the patterns and using that, acting by those rules that the golden rules given to us, I believe wave 3 should not be short. I believe wave 3 should be long enough to capture its qualities. This is 1, this is 2, a retracement, then this is powerfully 3. And if we use a trend line, to actually measure this move, okay, this move like this up to the end of it, and then try to bring it to this move here, okay, which we took as our one. Then you can see that we still have some extra move here to catch in that particular wave, which is the wave 3. Okay, look at it, we're in wave 3, but if you want to give it another phase, then you can say it is 1, 2, 3, 4 here, 5 here, as if it has completed 5. Then you can see ABC here also, this ABC, and then another move has started, which is like wave 1 here. That is counting it in this way again. So if we take this to be our wave 1, then we drop to the weekly again, and we can see that wave 1 is still on the move here. And this was the ABC move that we saw in the higher time frame. We only saw like 2 candles there, but here we can see more candles because we are on a lower degree, which is the lower time frame. Now if you are on such a move, like now you are seeing an up move here, which is like wave 1, you have to be working within this premise. Regardless of the time frame, you will only be looking at what? A buy position. Supposing you caught this move right from here, the bottom, you would have been buying all this move on lower time frames. You don't do anything else. You just follow it the way you see the structure happening. That is your own multi-time frame analysis you're doing using the Elliott wave. I will do a separate video for that. But you can see, you can easily gauge the move and when it's about to end using the Elliott wave, and then you have to give room for it to rebalance again in form of maybe ABC, or if it is on wave 4, allow it to correct. If it is on wave 2, you have to allow all that to correct. Then you can come back and rejoin the trade. That means you may even have time to do other things like, hanging out with your friends or doing some other forms of worship to gain more blessings from Allah. But you don't have to sit on your hands all day waiting for your trade. No, you already suspect this is what is going to happen. Then the strategy allows you to take a break, go and rest while you allow it to finish forming, and then you can come back and then use it to catch your pips. Look at it. I also use the Fibonacci whenever I see any retracement. I will now take the Fibonacci assessment of the other leg that just finished happening, okay, and then I will just take the Fibonacci to see to what extent it actually went, okay, because the rules already told us that we need to see a retracement of up to 38.2 or 50% whenever you have a wave 4 corrective. If it were wave 2, it could go as deep as 61.8 Fibonacci level. Let's try to count these waves and see. We have 1, 2, look at 3, look at 4 corrective, look at 5 here. Then we have ABC. Then we'll continue again. 1, we have 2 here. Look at how choppy that 2 is. Then we have 3. We have 3. Look at this move here. I see this as a 3, all of it. I see this, all of it as a 3. Then it is now we have a 4. Look at how our 4 corrected, okay? It corrected to this, at this last move that we have here. If you place a fib level, a fib tool on it, okay, you can see that this fall even came to as deep as the 61.8. So I just keep this 61.8 close to me whenever I am actually looking at these levels. I just wait for it to come to area of interest and then look for, since I know that another wave is about to start, but for this particular gold move, and then since I'm trying to understand the move, how these things happen, especially at the end of a higher time frame wave, I want to see how deep this move will go. So I marked out levels on the daily time frame and on the 4-hour time frame, waiting to see what will happen. But you can see this is a 1 hour move, and it showed us that it came to 61%. But on the 4-hour time frame, the story is different. Look at it. It came actually to, okay, you can see it's still within that level. Okay, it's still within that level. It went below, it actually dipped below the 38.2 and went to 61.8 level, because at the end of a cycle, be it a primary, a minute, a minuet, or a subminuet, these words may sound strange to you, but these are the different cycles that you have in Elliott Wave Theory. I will do another video specifically on these waves so that I can explain to you what they mean and how to actually categorize whatever waves that you are seeing within any time frame at all. So we have seen that price is actually retracing, and it came to 61.8. 61.8 level being a strong level. What have I just done? 61.8 level being a strong level. You can see how it attempts to send the price back. I want to see, will this be a sustained move? If it is, then we are beginning, according to my own strategy, we are beginning a fresh cycle, which is like what? A second leg on the weekly. It will be like a second leg on the weekly is forming here, okay? Or on the daily. Let's just make it daily. You can see it's more obvious on the daily. So it could be a second leg forming on the daily, but on weekly it could just be a pullback to continue posting that leg up. As you can see, that move is not yet enough to make wave 1 according to my strategy anyway. So we are looking at as from daily up to 4 hourly to see what has happened. If we are at the end of the cycle, that ABC might be deeper, and that's what I'm waiting to see. It might actually be deeper, and we shall continue following this and be reporting to you the progress of our trades. But we already have our trades locked in profit already, though it's a small account, but it's already locked in profit. You can see it's gradually moving. When you lose money in using a strategy such as this, you don't bother much, because you know one correct setup, just one correct entry level will put smiles on your face, and you will even forget what? About the loss that you experienced prior. So this is a kind of study you need to subject yourself to. Try to know how to count these waves, no matter on which time frame you are looking at them. As for the strategy and how it is for our viewers who may just be joining us, this channel talks about the Elliott wave count using the Elliott wave strategy / Gann strategy to actually forecast moves. We said that dollar is also bullish, gold is bullish, but it all depends on where they are in the cycle. As you can see, we've been buying and losing in dollar because dollar is currently caught up in wave 4. Look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is also caught up in wave 2, and if you're buying Bitcoin, Bitcoin will just be making you lose money. But besides that, we know that Bitcoin might be getting ready to post a third leg, because look at it. Let's go to that macrotrends.net together with you. Let's do it like that. Macro trends, macro trends. Okay, let's go to macro trends. We are in micro trends. Now let's look for exchange rates. Exchange rates is here. It will enable us to see old charts concerning our forex pairs. The one you are seeing down here is that of Bitcoin. That's where I went and I did my analysis and found out that we are currently in wave 3 on Bitcoin. Let me see if I can change this to candlestick. I prefer seeing the candlestick patterns on the charts. Let's look for the highest time frame now, because we want to understand where we are in the market. Let's go the highest time frame. Where is that? Look at it. It's 12 months you have. 12 months seem to be the highest you have on macro trends for Bitcoin chart. And so we have clicked on that. Let's try to view what we have. Okay, this is what it's giving us. This is what it is giving us. So let us try to count what we can see using our Elliott Wave Theory. As you can see here, I just started counting from what my eyes can see, and that's where I said we are in wave 3. Okay, look at the first wave up here like that, second wave, and then we have the third wave which we are currently in. So because of this massively huge green candles into the upside, Bitcoin is currently very bullish. So whatever setup we are going to be looking at, we should be actually working in the direction of buys, even though we may see other patterns as we drop to lower time frame. The reason why we say it's currently caught up in wave 2 is if you go to that MetaTrader 4 and start counting again, maybe count on the weekly, okay, and see. This is, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we have ABC. We have 1 up again, and we have 2, which is where we are right now. We are in the second move of another cycle. So after 2, what comes is 3. Excuse me. So we would see that it's actually what? It's actually better for us to catch a move when it is about to enter wave 3. Or we should have been in that trade as early as possible when it even started from wave 1. But wave 1 is usually hard to catch because during a downtrend, by the time sentiment shifts to the upside and you are seeing a wave 1, you would still be thinking it's a mere retracement and price may continue to fall. So that is why many traders lose out on wave 1 unless you have another way of gauging the end of a move, especially during a retracement, like you are using the strong Fibonacci levels, and by the time price begins to drop into them, then you begin to get ready to catch a move, and you can be risking small in case the move is not done yet. You can just maybe afford to lose a small bit of your capital in form of stop loss, and then you can hop back in again. Or why not you lose the first leg and make sure that it has already reversed back to the upside, and then you can join from number 2 wave by the time that wave is nearing completion. How do you gauge it? Still, you use your Fibonacci level. Since we said we are suspecting this to be a second leg or weekly, what do? Let's pull up our Fibonacci tool again to see where we are. You can even see that we are actually in between the 23.6 and 38.2 Fibonacci level, and I label that area as my point of interest, POI. So you can see the rejection from there. Look at the rejection. Immediately price hit that area. Look how it rejected to the upside. Now this one is also in my strategy. How I came about this particular point of interest is due to, a long time of study. I've been looking at what price does each time it hits a particular area, and I actually came up with that to see what happens. Now from that point of interest, we would like to see if this marks the end of wave 2 for Bitcoin. Bitcoin may be getting ready to resume wave 3 move. And you can see on 4 hourly, you can see a beautiful bottom formed here. You can see this massively green upside candlestick painted here. The next thing is left to be seen. But that move that we're seeing, that bearish move may actually be losing steam already, and we could actually be approaching the end of the move, especially as we can see on the daily chart, or the weekly chart right now. In order not to make this lengthy, I would expect you to go through the video over and over again, because I believe in it you'll find a lot of value. We are not hiding anything. We are seeing it together with you as we move, especially with this exciting strategy that we are telling you here. So try to be a part of this family by maybe subscribing to the channel, keep watching our videos, keep making the house lively also, so that together we can all be a part of the bigger picture where we all travel into wealth together on this channel. You are my online family and I value you all. I will also say at this point that I so much appreciate your presence on the channel. It's a new channel. Let's keep it growing. We shall be happy all together as we continue to interact more when these videos keep coming to you. But help yourself also by dropping the comments there, whatever you don't understand, so that we can do a special video if need be, so that you can understand everything that we're talking about. Thank you very much for being with us. Thank you for your time. Until we see in the next one, happy practicing, happy trading.